There we go. Finally figured itself out. I think OBS had a bit of a freak out for a second there. There we go. Finally. Yay. YouTube's working. Honestly, the fact that YouTube is having this much trouble. I wonder if YouTube has done what Microsoft has done and started having 30% of their code base generated by AI. That would explain it. Other than that, while I've been on my back the last couple of days, started poking at CPU 3D projection rendering on the JS canvas. Until I have a server running, can't test it properly in its environment. But I've got a base of what's working on CodePen. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Yes, it got auto-modded because that's advertising. Wanted to make a joke. Sure thing. Go for it. Make a joke. Okay. Alright. Things are working now. Joke's on you. Damn right. No one but me makes bad jokes here. Okay? I'm the only bad joke maker. They call me El No Funio, which I don't speak Spanish, so I can only assume that means the one of hilarity. So I think I've just fixed the bug. I mean, I was looking at a different bug, but then I fixed that bug, so now we'll see what happens. What are we doing, Soto? We are making Bobble Shop Sim. And I am working on my employable NPCs. So you will have NPCs that you can hire. You, go be a cashier. We have customers on their way. Okay. I hate that subs are called subs. If you want, we can call them... you want to call them DOMs? Now, I don't like DOMs either. I feel like calling them... Skibobbities. I don't want to go with Skibbity because that's got bad stuff with it, so we'll go with Skibobbities. Ooh, that was way too fast. You scanned that. Whoa, why was that negative $220? That's wrong. Huh. None of that makes sense. Might be something on scan items. Oh, whoops. Whoops. There we are. You are going to be that. Well, no. I still don't know why Payment freaks out. Why does Payment freak out? Why? It's going to be fantastic, Soto. It's not a traditional shop simulator, though, because occasionally one of your bobbleheads that you're trying to sell comes to life and causes your customers to flee. Yep. Yep. Gonna be horrible. Because the things you have to do to deal with that bobblehead. You throw it into a fire to get rid of it. Or you force it to work for you by repairing other broken bobbleheads. Or you sell it to weird people that are looking for paranormal things. Yeah. All three of those things are terrible if you think about it too much. But just don't think about it. Just accept that that's what you have to do and move on. That's... So we have wait for payment, which we reset wait for payment. We reset process payment delay. We set payment taken to false. What happens when we wait for customer? I'm still using master with git. DOMs would be fine with me. Nah, I like using I like using the term subs. Purely because you're giving your money to me, which makes me the master Tano. And it makes all of you the subs. So, yeah. I'm fine with being all of your masters. Yeah. I've always wanted to be a master. That's not something a white guy on the internet should say. Although technically, as a child, I was a master. Because you've got adult males that are Mister and young males that are Master. You know? Or like adult males are Sir or whatnot, and young males are Master. Yeah. If you ever have a butler or someone like that, they'll be Master, and I'm pretty sure it's just Miss. Or it might be Little Miss. For girls. And then, obviously, men and women are Sir and Ma'am. But yeah, so technically, there was a long period of my life where I was a master. Interesting linguistical thingy to use in my game. Yeah. I'm sure someone at some point will point out, yeah, but that's because it comes from the slave times. And I'm gonna be like, huh? That's how it is. Who am I to change the English language? No one. That's who. So if we get status, if status is success, selected node is null. But that means... Scan items returns success. That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. You're going to return success. It's going to go over to here. Set it to not. Don't want that. Do not want that. Selected node shall be get child, selected node, get index, +1 if, actually, it's going to be selected node get index +1 if IDX is less than get child count, else 0. No. Else null. Okay, that will probably be better. Oh, I'm gonna have to check tonight before I go to bed if there's any questions about the translation stuff too. Yeah. Oh, Patrick, g'day. Now it's a month, it's been 30 days, damn right. Well done on making it the 30-day mark. Someone put a 3 kilowatt space heater on the same line as a bunch of computers, including mine. Not the greatest idea on the planet. It got pretty silent suddenly. You know what this row of computers needs? More heat. No. The hell are you doing? So it's an issue between FPOS and cache. We should probably do a game duel, shouldn't we? Or the actual central heating could work. That would solve it. Nah. Nah. You can't use proper heating. You have to use a small little heater that warms up your feet, and then the heat dissipates by the time it reaches your knees. Okay, that's what you need. Be a cashier. Okay, so take payment. No change. Give him $20. No change. Waiting for the FPOS. So there's the FPOS. Tweeted. We wait for someone else to come in, and if it's card or cash, it should still work as normal. Should. Cashier looks like a thug. Well, he's cheap. No! Frickety frackety froo. I feckin' hate you. We'll do a game duel. I need my brain to cool down a little bit because it's sweating. Single player between 2015 and 2019. What happened? Cashier stole all the money before lunchtime? Basically. Fucking, this is what I get for like hiring from the Second Chances program. Alright? Alright? No one deserves a second chance. One strike and you're out. Let's try Control. It's 2019 third-person single player, not sci-fi or horror, not indie point-and-click or shooter. It's probably an RPG. Third-person single player, 2019. What would it be? I'm struggling to come up with a third-person 2019 game, to be honest. I'm wondering if it's like a God of War. Okay, it is a hack and slash, so that's good. A hack and slash third person. It's fantasy and or open world. No one deserves a second chance. That's good to hear. I'm back at work. First day tomorrow. I was on 5 months sick leave. I'm sorry to say, Tannel. I'm sorry to say. We might see a bit more of you while you're submitting applications after tomorrow. Or yeah. Thank you for the hydrate, Fanny Slam. I'm trying to figure this out. Third person single player 2019 hack and slash. It's not going to be Dark Souls or Darksiders, is it? It's Unreal Engine, that's good. Alright, Unreal Engine hack and slash that is... Oh! It's historical. Is it For Honor? Oh my god, what is it? A historical mystery hack and slash. Historical mystery hack and slash? This sounds right up my alley. Have I played this before and I just don't remember it? Feel free to shout out suggestions, y'all. Could it be... Not literally the word suggestions. God damn. Give me something a bit more useful than that. What up, Code? How you doing? Not much is up with me. We're just trying to figure out this game door here. Something like, what was the game where you jumped from high towers into haystack? Assassin's Creed? I don't think that's a hack and slash. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not Assassin's. It's not Assassin's Creed. A good idea. How is this played? It's like Wordle, but for games. So you guess different games, and you get information about the game that you're trying to uncover. So the game that we're trying to guess is a third-person game, Unreal Engine, single player, released in 2019. It's an action historical mystery game, and it's an RPG hack and slash. We need to figure it out. Need to know. But I'm stumped. I'm solidly confused. Yes, it's not a shooter, it's not an indie, it's not a point and click, and it's not a strategy. It's not Sony Computer Entertainment. It's not THQ Nordic. It's not Ubisoft. I have it. We Happy Few, final answer. I don't think that was 2019. It was 2018. It was close. It's close. Also, it's first person. My bad. I should have known. I've played We Happy Few. It's a fantastic game. Love that game. 2 guesses left. It's not. The historical mystery is what's getting me. Let's go with the magnifier. Mystery? Yeah, mystery. Third person, Unreal, single player 2019, historical, mystery. I don't know. Let's go. Call of Cthulhu. It's not this, but I don't know. I'm just guessing stuff now. It's not Red Dead Redemption. It's not Fallout. It's not an Elder Scrolls. It's not Final Fantasy. It's not Fable. It's not Divinity. Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm out. Literally just guessed Red Dead, just said it. Yeah, no, it's not a shooter. Honestly, I'm just gonna put in Red Dead Redemption just because, like, what is it? Shenmue. Okay. Okay. That one's caught us out a few times. Oh, that's caught us out a few times. Yeah. Yeah, I'd never guessed it either. Very frustrating. New to Godot GD script. Does this emit the signal in deferred mode or execute the connected function in deferred mode? It calls emit in deferred mode. It calls emit deferred. You can specify the connected function to be executed during idle time, though. Check these docs. And then we go Godot 4 signal. Connect flags. Here we go. Connect deferred in the connect flags is what you would want. There we go. Why is that historical though, I wonder? Shenmue. Let's find out. Shenmue 3. Previous Shenmue games, it consists of open world environments. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just go to here. Determined to unravel the mystery, find his father's murder and exact revenge on the killer. So I guess it's based some point in the past. And he's basically uncovering his father's murder. It doesn't seem historical. I mean, maybe 1960s. 1970s. But, you know, it wouldn't be like 1800s. Thanks for the answer. No worries, Stooge. Happy to help. Happy to help. Now that we've got that stuff fixed up, this should work flawlessly now. Okay. Do that. Pop that there. Slacker. Oh, hello. Invalid assigning a properly key employee with value of nil on a base of type nil. Employee 41. Interesting. Interesting. If counter is not null, behavior tree. There we are. That's better. Do you have a link to that game by chance? I want to try some rounds. Of Shenmue. I can get you a link to it in just a moment. Oh, the Wordle game? Yeah, sure. I can send that through to you. I think it's just gamedool.xyz or something like that, but I'll double check. 10, 20, cool. Change is 40. Ah, shit. I didn't do greater than or equal. I just did greater than. So now he's giving him a ton of change. At least it worked. At least it worked. Okay, so there's the other one, but that I haven't implemented that yet. Have a good one, Tannel. Yeah, Game Duel WTF, that's it. That was great. Oh, that was funny AF. Jesus Christ. That was funny. I still need to fix that. I keep forgetting to fix that. Oh, oops. Store's open. Go in. Buy bobbleheads from Test. Just make sure you do your job right. Good. Excellent. No change needed. Good stuff. Jesus Christ, we already need more. Okay. Oh, $10 change. You give $10. Anyone paying with card? You're paying with card. Good. It's all working. It's working. I love behavior trees. Beautiful. Hell yes. Now, if I close, you're now unassigned because the store's closed. So you're just like hanging out back here. But you're pacing back and forth quite a bit. You're not waiting. Interesting. Why is that? Okay. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out later, I think. I got some small things I need to fix up right now. One of them is specific to this. So we have this one here. This is displaying a scroll bar. I don't want it to display a scroll bar. Money size. What's the font size for money? Font size 32. 3212. Okay, so that's fine. God damn YouTube. Yeah, so for some reason, YouTube keeps dropping from time to time for anyone watching on YouTube. I don't know why. It's nothing on my side. The Twitch side of things and the Kick side of things both keep running perfectly fine. So I think it's an issue with YouTube's servers, YouTube's RTMP servers. And I've heard other people say that there's been some weird stuff with YouTube Live at the moment. So, yeah. Sorry. Very annoying. It's super duper annoying. What I need to do, for some reason, this is applying a scroll bar. Ah, that's what I'm not doing. Scroll active. False. Thank you very much. I want to increase this by about 30. The reason we want to do that is give space for the plus. How long did it take you to learn GD script? I learned GD script very quickly, but that's because before I started using Godot, I had already been programming for a decade. So I already knew C# and C++ and did some Java stuff. I did some freelance work with Python. I've done a bunch of web dev as well with TypeScript and JavaScript. I've done PHP as well. So, I mean, yeah. At this point in time, if I want to pick up another language, it's a lot easier for me to pick up another language. And that's something you'll find as well, is the more you program, the more languages you program in, the easier you'll find it to pick up another language. So that'll fix that. I have the X. It's 110. And I put a plus there. $96. So the plus is about 16. That one there is definitely a candidate for a const. Diff X increase. This accounts for the plus. Plus or minus that exists in front. That gets added. Oops. Cool. All right, so I'm happy with how this is working. I'm happy with how this is looking for our NPC employee. That's right. One thing I'm gonna do for the bobbleheads, I want to make the check for when the bobblehead becomes conscious to also check. Well, if you don't have any bobble boxes or bobbleheads out on the floor, I want it to check your collection, your bobblehead collection, and spawn one from there. So let's have a look at what the plus does when he finishes with these. In the top right. Cool. Didn't really look like it was the correct alignment though. Yeah, no, it's shifted to the right. Vector 2, 50 on the Y, and negative 16. Offsets, so tweening looks correct. Because we add 16 to the width, we also need to shift its global position. I can actually take this. Let's put that there. Beautiful. Is game dev full-time job? This is my full-time job. Streaming and game deving and whatever I want. Yep. Basically, yes. Yes. Game deving is what I'm doing full-time at the moment. And I've got a great idea for a game for my next game. I keep having to tell myself, no, finish what you started. Okay? Don't go on to the next thing. Stop. Finish this one first, then go on to the next thing. So yeah. So that fixes that. And then there was the tablet too. So for the menu manager, create the tablets. When we do Um, if tween is not null, no. Tablet tween. Tablet tween. We do that, and we go, if tablet tween is not null, and it is running, then we want to do tablet tween kill. Cool. That should fix the issue that I've got at the moment where the tablet can come up, and then if you close it before it's fully up, or if you open it before it's fully closed, it freaks out and causes it to disappear and stuff. So, see that? That's the issue. So, that's for the toggle main, though. When we're closing it, we do a different one. If displayed is displayed, we do that. That's what we need to do. Okay. That's a much better place to put it. So now that we have that in the correct spot, What? Because it returns tween and assigns it to tablet tween. Ah, I see. Gotta hold on to it. That's gonna be better. Because now we're always holding a reference to it. How does that make sense? Is there somewhere this is getting called that I don't know? Hide tablets. That's what it is. I still needed to put it in all those other spots too, but that's all right. Okay. So now we need to correct this time here. We need to do tween time, max tween time, if actually tablets displayed tween time else tween time needs to be, would it be 1080? So the 1080 minus the position divided by 1080. So that's fine for when we like exit out. But when it's opening, if we close and reopen, it should be the same. The position, the 1080p minus the position Y over 1080. Oh no, because 1080 is at the bottom, not at the top. So 1080 is at the bottom. So we would have to do 1080 what would it be? Whatever the position Y is, right? Would just be the position Y over 1080. So if it's at 1080, it's, yeah, that's all we need. That's all. Where's my neck? I see. I've got to switch them. I'm pretty sure. Double check the money in the top right does the correct positioning. Excellent. Perfect positioning. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm liking it. So now so when it's tweening in, I want to flip these. That may be correct. I don't actually know if that's going to be correct, but I assume it is. We're going to find out. Go. Excellent. Actually, for the behavior tree under here, I don't want to do this ever. I want to ignore the dialogue stuff for the time being. I think I can comment out the rest. I mean, we already know that's null. Okay. So now that doesn't care about dialogue NPCs at all. It doesn't want, like, it's not going to worry about if someone... Actually... If selected node null and counter item size greater than 0, selected node get child 0, and toggle those. But now I'm going to get rid of... Oops. There. Yeah, cool. Add that. All right. Employee now handles checkout for basically all scenarios. Need some corner cases to be... Need some... Still need to handle when player takes control. There we go. I'm very glad that that's finished. Oof. I think what I'm going to do now... Go away. I'm going to do some overlay stuff now. Let's see. So we've got an issue where it's not updating my stream title with the names, the raids coming in. So we've got to figure that out now. We see that it's using from broadcaster user ID. It's emitted 2 resources. Oh, it's printed 2 resources. I don't know where it's printed them. It didn't print that. So it had to have gone into here. Because it didn't do these either. So set up cooldowns. In cooldown or previously shouted. Then sets that up. And then it should shout it out. As broadcaster, moderator, and user ID. That should be working. Credits. Unless I need to move the post request to the bottom. I'm going to move this. Oh. Yeah, I see what's happening. I'm a fool. Credit body. And you should be title body. That's the issue. Damn it. That explains a lot. Okay. Okay. There we go. What up, Mel? How you doing, you gedunt? What up, Lofi? Javier? How's things? I'm glad to see the stash has recovered from party hats. I know, right? I know. It was touch and go for a second. Considering relaxing enough to hack some auto battler code, do it. Do it. Do it. You are Javier. Is that correct? Javier? Javier? You have changed your profile picture. Javier. Javier. There's no A in there, so it's not Javier. Or E, so it's, yeah. Oh. Gripes. Sorry, my body's aching at the moment. I think I'm coming down with something. So my brain is not functioning at 100% right now. More like -12. It's interesting. I'm not seeing any. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, you fantastic gunt. Make sure you go up to your boss, or your doctor, or your dentist, or your lawyer, or your accountant, or whatever. Say, "G'day, you gidunts. I'm the biggest gidunt." Yeah. What's up, Booyah? Do you compete with facial hair? I do not. I do not. How are you doing, Booyah? I'm glad to see that it shouted you out when you said something. I'm fixing issues with the overlay at the moment. You're Peach? Are you Peach? I'm pretty sure you're Booyah. Peach is the fictional character that... Oh, Peach E. Right. I gotcha. No. That's not a peach. Do you want to see what we got done? You want to see what we've got? This is what we've spent the last 2 to 3 streams doing. You can hire an NPC. Yeah. You can tell him to be a cashier. And then... What's this? Oh, what are you doing? You were working perfectly fine, you Beckin' Beck. Wait for customer 26. God damn it. We select node. Oh, yep. I don't think I need that. I don't need that check. That's my problem there. But yeah, if selected node is null, it assigns it. Yep. So this is what we've got. Well, now that it'll work, I hope. If it doesn't work, whoops. It's only cashier stuff that they do at the moment, but I'm fine with it being that one thing for the time being. I figure just having one NPC you can hire for doing cash register stuff is good enough for the demo. Scans it. Scan. Takes their money. Look at that go. Takes their money. Gives them change as well. Bam. Yeah. Yeah. Freaking great. Oh my god. I'm gonna snooze those ads again. What else do I need to do? Because yeah, I'll stop there on that for the night. I'm gonna do some overlay stuff. Because what else did I need to do for the overlay? I still don't know why the shoutouts don't work. I don't understand why this one never triggers. If someone shouts me out, I don't see this at all. But I know that it's there because look under here. We got shouted. We got channel shoutouts. Channel shoutout receive. So unless there's a different one. No. Channel shoutout receive is the correct one. But I never receive it when someone shouts me out. It's super confusing and super frustrating. Also follows. I never receive anything when we get a follow. So I don't know what's happening. Like the only thing that's been printed is 2 resources. And I don't have anything that's printing a resource. At least not on its own. It's all strings that are being printed. Oh, ots. Right there. But still, it's only printed that twice. It's printed that out twice, and we've been rated twice. So it's not triggering for shout out, or followed, or cheered, or subbed, or gift subbed. It's only happening for rated. I know stream online and stream offline work as well. Those two work perfectly fine. Because received emits with a dictionary of data. So it's not like it's going to be failing saying, oh, it expected this object, but it got this object. You know? Fuck off ads. I've verified the... I don't get it. Is it... It can't be because rated is connected first, because these are connected last and they work as well. Twitch event listener. Twitch event listener. Script is currently running in the editor. Script is currently running in the editor. Message delete. Clear user messages. Channel raid. Cheer. Follow. Subscribe. Broadcast user ID. That's mine. Stream online, stream offline, channel ad break begin. So why aren't these working? Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't working. Seems like you've got almost eaten and overwhelmed by Matrix. Almost. The fact that I have that weird little fractal thing over there, just constantly going forever. I don't know what it is. I got no idea what that... Like, explain that to me. Like, what? Reality is broken. Live shader or plain animation? It's a shader. It's a shader. I can't take all the credit for the shader either. I can't take any of the credit for the shader. It's literally right here. It's just this. It's so mesmerizing, isn't it? Yeah. I like it. Well, I'm getting inspiration from Shader Toy, but that's just plain copy. Yeah, like... This here, I'm using this to kind of understand how to do complex shaders. So, like, understanding, like, how all of this math, like how the frag coord and that takes into account the resolution and rotates things over time and stuff like that. It's a very good reference. Yeah. It's a very good reference. The other thing that I saw on here that just is absolutely amazing. There it is. This thing here. This is a shader. This is a shader. It's a Ray March procedural SDF. There's a video here on the YouTubes. But yeah, it's insane. It may be super old, but it's still like the most complex shader that I have seen. I'm yet to come and find anything that's as complex as that. Try to decompose it into pieces. It's got like 4 different segments to it, like 4 different shader files to it. And then there's I think each of those files, or one of those shader files, is like just thousands of lines. It's like I'm never going to do that, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to understand it. Alright, we got ads on Twitch though, so let's do a game duel while we wait for the ads to finish. Single player before 2016. Could this be Fez? Nope. It's not side view, so it's a third person. It's not Fable, because it's not fantasy or open world. Could be a racing game. So we could be looking at like Gran Turismo something or other. It's not a racing game. God damn it. So it's 2004 or earlier. Could be a shooter. Like a Duke Nukem. Alright, it is a shooter. It's not first person, though. So it's only third person. 96. Okay, so it's 2000. This game that we're looking for was released in 2000. It's a shooter. Single player. Third person. Third person single player shooter in 2000. What would that be? Rogue Squadron? It's not sci-fi. So it won't be anything Star Wars. It's not that much complicated. That shader, you can't tell me it's not complicated. I've looked at how much code there is. It is so goddamn complicated. I'm never going to be writing a shader that is thousands and thousands of lines of code. I'm good. Those lines could all just be macro expansions. I don't know, maybe. Let's see. 2000 shooter. Single player, third person. It's not Medal of Honor. Could be a Ooh, it could be a Hitman. It's not Hitman. Damn it. What up, boy? How you doing? Oh, it's a 2001. Alright, 2001 single player third person shooter. What are we working with? Third person single player 2001 shooter. Could be any of these for publishing or development. Max Payne. That's a good guess. Nice. Nicely done, Matt. Very nicely done. Love it. Alright. So back to this. So, Dubois, we have our NPC processing sales at the cash register. We've finished that part of the behavior tree today. I can't see the screen. My best friend was into the games like that of the era. That's big. It is. It is. And it took us a day and a half. It took us both of today's streams, and it took last night's stream. It's just how efficient I am. Not really. Like, if I had have structured things differently, I could have had it done in like 6 hours. So the first thing that came to mind, first game to use bullet time. Okay. What I'm looking at the moment is why do these not work? Just why? Oh my god. It is definitely 10 p or 9 p.m. I was like, I've checked the scopes. I've checked the event listeners. I've checked the ID. I've got logs in here. We've had multiple follows tonight, and I have not seen any of this. It has not printed any of that. Followed. How sad. No one has said the secret word today. There's 2 days in a row that no one has said the secret word. The secret word last night, for anyone that didn't hear me this morning, was tradition. And the secret word today is going to be told at the end of the stream. I'm not going to tell you now because we're still going. You got to say it as a part of regular conversation, Matt. You can't just say the words. But you can't just like say a word and be like, is that it? No. No. It's got to be regular conversation. So the more stuff you talk about, the more likely it is that you'll say the word. Yeah. So it wasn't my destiny to guess it. You suck at that. Why? Why yawn? Why yawn? Okay. Shout out followed, cheer received, subs received, gifts received. None of those work. I mean, that was closer. I remember one person's secret word was moist for over a year before I got it. I mean, I can't use moist because I always say to moisten your insides when we hydrate. That's, yeah. Oh. You can say it freely. Moist. Moist. Water, when consumed, makes me moist. It's moistly reasonable. Oh my god, I don't know why that was funny. That was such a bad joke, but... Oh, Jesus. I'd rather have a moist towelette than a moist toilet. If there was a moist toilet, I'd want a moist towelette though. Technically, Matt, your toilet is moist at some location. Because you've got the tank that has water in it, so inside the tank is moist. You've got the bowl. At the bottom of the bowl, there's water. So down there, some things are going to be moist. And if that water splashes up, all of a sudden, your keister is moist. So... Now come back with the technical definition of moist. Put me in my place. Because, actually, they're not moist, they're wet. Because moist requires absorption. Or something like that. Yeah. I beat you to it, Matt. Let's see. Define moist. Slightly wet or damp? Let's have a look at Cambridge Dictionary. So the Cambridge Dictionary defines moist as slightly wet, especially in a good way. I shit you not. I shit you not. What a definition. Why especially? Oh, God. So, the definition of moist, though, is slightly wet. Slightly wet is the general definition that everything I'm looking at is saying. So I would argue that yes, there are parts of a toilet that are moist because there are parts of a toilet that are slightly wet. Yes. See, this is why we have conversations about random shit. Because we learn things. Yeah? Don't worry, Matt. Don't worry. I thought I was wrong. I honestly thought I was wrong. I was just making shit up. Oh. What a conversation. I don't know why this. Why is this the only one that receives anything, and why does my eye hurt? I've been looking at a computer screen for too long, I think. Yes, I'm going to try and use my Conlang and Evolution AI code stuff to try and make a glass box AI. A glass box AI. The hell do you mean by that? You're going to try and get AI working in just glass? No computer parts whatsoever, just glass processing. LLM's a black box. Ah, okay, so you want to be able to see what it's doing and how it's doing stuff. Okay. Keeping a simple lexicon and make it act more symbolically to how it understands its simulated world. Yeah, fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I can't see what the issue is here. Um, that's not giving me anything that what's output there. Interesting. There's no Twitch. Ah, Warm Lamp Games is Beholder. That's an interesting place. So this here, this right here, that thing there, I was like, I wonder what game that is that I've played recently. It's Beholder. It's the save, like, it's the config and save file stuff for Beholder. That's an interesting place to store it, just on the home, like, in the home directory. Not in local user storage or anything like that. Interesting choice. Why does it keep setting it as a game? I wonder if that's what keeps breaking it. Yeah, that works. I don't know. Two, two, three. But I think the one that I have installed is 2.2. I don't know. I might, next time I see Carney online, I might have to go into his chat and be like, hey, I'm having this trouble. Do you know what's going on? Can you help me? Losing HP, it's word for pain. Touching the thing I call fire causes pain. So that is bad stuff, bad type of stuff. To see how complex I can get it to chain thoughts. Nice. Nice. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call it here. we're like 20 minutes out from our normal end time. But I may be back in the morning. I'm going to see how I'm feeling in the morning. If I still feel this, then I might not stream in the morning. I will keep you posted, though. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully a good night's sleep puts me back in shape. Hopefully. Here are the raid messages. Feel free to use whatever emotes you want for that second one there. Plaster the message all over the place. Make sure they know that we're coming. All right. I'm glad we got that checkout stuff finished, because like if I'm here tomorrow, we'll keep going with the checkout stuff and we'll get the get it fleshed out and fix a couple of corner cases and stuff that I have in mind. But yeah, otherwise, I'll see ya hopefully tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. 7 a.m. in 9 hours. Good night, you good dunce.